Beautiful part of the world, Saquarema here in Brazil. We're into round number 4. Heat number 2, Nikki Van Dijk against Courtney Conlogue along with former world champ Martin Potter for the call, and we're going to get started right away. Courtney in the blue jerseys, quick to the lip, and then beautiful cutback. Looks on this oncoming section and gets a little drift from the fins. Stands tall and proud and well put together.
In round number 3. So this wave here, definitely a step up. Beautiful surfing from Courtney, super powerful, and finishes off nicely. So Courtney Conlogue putting together, we're starting to see them work this lineup out. It's obviously a very tricky one. There's a bit of backwash, so that comes into play. And I think over these last few rounds,
and for sure, let's get it done.
Well, Joanne's ready to get it done. Congratulations on the heat win. We'll see her in the quarters.
Thanks, Waz. Strider Wazalewski always on the scene. Nikki Van Dijk taking apart a left-hander here with a couple of heavy-handed smashes to the lip.
7.62 wave total in her last round, so she's already getting off to a better start. Nikki Van Dijk, backside vertical snap, throwing a lot of water out of the back of that wave.
And Courtney, 7-1-7 for her start. Waiting for the score of Nikki Van Dijk.
So a little bit of a different setup here, but nonetheless, she's going to channel that energy.
We're going to go with Courtney on the left. Winds up and snaps off the top. Wave pushing down the line. Gets another turn, throwing a bunch of spray, and gets quick to the lip just for a finish.
Something to work towards. Let's have a look at Courtney's wave here. Just jamming that board into the face of the wave. Kicking that tail out again there. So Courtney, a 3-turn combo there, fitting that last maneuver in, very, very important. You heard Joanne Defay talk about the fact that there are good waves, but then there's those ones that allow you 3 turns.
Even though there's completely, hang on, let's watch blue now.
Yep, we're gonna look at live action, vertical attack there by Courtney, and can she ride out in front of the whitewater to make this complete? Puts a lot of effort and makes it clear now to the judges that that was a completed maneuver.
Not much high score, but the judges hold that score back a little bit just because it took so long for her to get out.
Now, Richie, going back to Courtney's 5.6 where it was the 3-turn combo, but
you can see, look at the ocean conditions right now, just glistening, and this is going to be Nikki. On the backhand, whitewater face, but does a good job of getting through that first maneuver. Looking for some more down the line. Lip line climb there. Stabs the lip one more time, tries to ride out of it, and does so. So we're going to deem that complete, and she's going to back up the opening 7.5 with that last ride.
Number 1.
That's right, Potts. And if the Courtney wants that feeling again, she's got to get past Nikki Van Dijk, and Courtney's going to need a 7.76 because Nikki Van Dijk is in the lead. Number from that last wave for Van Dijk coming in at a 7.43. Combine that with her 7.5. Nikki going to utilize her priority. Going left. Winds up. Arcs off the top. Wave goes a little sleepy, but she gets another turn in. Keeps the board moving. Van Dijk's going to want to close out this wave with something exciting. Goes into deep water. She's going to prone out.
But not
Look at
for
the
these
conditions,
guys.
boss. Check this out.
Yeah, Nikki Van Dijk. I love this first turn. She just holds the rail through the maneuver. She's not stopping and starting. She's keeping that board flowing. Nice connection between the turns. Nothing too radical. I'm not seeing that go into her top 2. So the situation will remain the same.
Well,
quite underneath my chest, which gives me that paddle power as well.
I've heard shapers described it as hidden volume, what you're talking about. Van Dijk now on the front side, on the right, and looking like she's keeping that flow going on that CI board. Looking for a nice ender here. Gets to more open face. Snaps it one time. Looks a little bit disinterested at the end of this wave. Courtney, in contrast, trying to attack it, but kicks out. Doesn't finish the wave, decides to paddle back out. Well, strategy?
Strategy, and probably just realized that it's all Becky this winter.
Awesome.
Yeah, still surfing. Nikki Van Dijk up and riding here. A nice opening maneuver for her. I like that smooth, clean flow that she's got going on. That is what's getting her all those big points. She comes through the inside, just loses a little bit of interest, and it goes through the back of that wave. Another small score for her. So at the moment, situation remains the same. Courtney Conlogue still searching for that 7.67. And it finds its exit out near the rocks here to the left of your screen. This is Courtney on her 3.43. You can see just not quite happy with that and says, you know what, I'm out of here. Try and get back out into the lineup before Nikki, which she does. She regains that priority. So 7.67 required. Was she up in time?
Gets a first re-entry caught in the whitewater. That's not going to do it. Courtney Conlogue is going to be eliminated from competition here at the Oi Rio Women's Pro, presented by Corona, and Nikki Van Dijk is on to the quarterfinal spots.
Wow. Well, great surfing from Nikki Van Dijk. Unfortunate for Courtney Conlogue, but Nikki gets that rematch with Steph Gilmore. They had a cracking round 3 heat.